Hello, this is Sandy and welcome to my channel, Sandee's Handiwork. Before we get into our project today, I'd like to make a correction to what I said regarding Pinspiration collaboration. This collab is only going to be online each month on the second Saturday. It will not be weekly. I'm sorry for those who are excited to see Pinspiration collaboration each week, but unfortunately it will only appear once a month on the second Saturday. So please come back then to see all the collaborators and their crafty creations just for you. But I'm going to continue with my fuse tool for the next 5 weeks and create different projects inspired by the pins on my Pinterest boards. So please follow along with me as we create with our fuse tool. Today's project was inspired by my daughter-in-law, who asked me to make 2 cards for Administrative Professionals Day. I went to Pinterest and I was inspired by Francine Sightsinger, who had created a file folder card, and also kindergartenchaos.com, who created a beautiful sentiment that I wanted to add to the card. It was a printable file, so I downloaded it, printed it out, and reduced it so that it would fit inside the file folder card. So please follow along and let's get started. Here's a glimpse of the fusible paper created by We Are Memory Keepers. It goes along pretty well with the HSN Fusibles kit that I ordered. I ordered this paper pad, I think from scrapbook.com, and it was on sale. It was like $3.99, so I bought 3 pads thinking like, yes, I'm gonna really use this. And believe it or not, I just opened it and now I'm finally using it. Here are the designs. It's quite a few. You get, I believe it's 25 designs, and you get 1 sheet of each in this 6x6 pack. We have a lot of geometrics in background and kind of muted tones, not very bright colors, but it goes along with the embellishments that came with the kit as well, so they all kind of blend together. I think I picked out 3 sheets to create my cards, and so yeah, so let's get started with the card. I've already created maybe 3 cards and attempted to record them, and each time the videos kept getting distorted. So here I am again. I'm going to create another card using some of the embellishments and a stamp set that I purchased from AliExpress with the girls you see here, and I colored them with colored pencils because they're so small. I really wanted to use my alcohol markers, but because they were so small, I just felt I could color them better with the coloring pencils, and they didn't come out too bad. This is my fuse tool right here. I'm waiting for the tip to get hot. Hopefully it's hot. I attempted to seal this once using a decorative tip, which I was able to use on the other cards, but for some reason, maybe it wasn't hot enough, or maybe what I was trying to use it for, that fringe embellishment right there, the fringe embellishment, maybe it was too thick or something, it wouldn't seal, so I had to use the regular tip with that one. And here I am, I'm separating the pieces to try to poof them up and get them to fringe a little bit. And this card right here, this embellishment I created on my computer to match the Pinterest inspiration card, and it didn't come out too bad, but I kind of like it. Okay, so now we're ready to, I believe our fuse tool is ready. And now we're going to attempt once again to fuse that fringe embellishment down. These paper clips I had already packed up to put in Happy Mail, but I saw how well they matched this card, so I took them off. And I'm using them on the card. I'll probably use, that's the inside of the card. It says, "Thanks for keeping our office together." And it has two printed paper clips. That's why I thought that the altered paper clips would go really nice with that. And they do. The colors all blend together well. I'll probably end up adding some glossy accents to stiffen them up a bit. Okay, right now I'm getting ready to use the fuse tool to adhere this fringe embellishment to the fuse paper. And I'm taking my time sealing it down in order to get a good seal. Okay, let's hold our breath. We're almost there. Okay, let's see how it did. All right, it fused. Yes, that's how we like it. We don't like to burn through the paper. Sometimes that happens, and that did happen with one card, and I had to put other embellishments on top of it. But this time, did well. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and attach this heart. This is also a fusible embellishment made out of the same plastic fusible paper. Okay, I'm trying to layer my embellishments. A layered look is a good look to me. I'm a clean and simple, so I don't like too much fussy things on whatever I'm creating. I'm learning to embellish more. I like creating embellishments and making embellishments, but I'm not good at really embellishing. But I'm learning. I'm getting there. Okay, this is another element, embellishment. I'm sorry. It's another made out of the fusible paper, and it came along with the kit. I can't remember if I actually attached it or if I thought it was a bit too much, or I didn't want to. I know I didn't want to waste it. I didn't want to hide it because I could use it on another card. So I don't think I actually adhered it down. I think I put it to the side to save for something else. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so I'm actually going to attach the girls now. And I'm using the art glitter glue for this. I think on the other card I actually used the double-sided tape, like score tape on it, and they adhered well. I think the art glitter glue will stick, but we will see. We will see. I'm pretty sure it will, because I remember using a couple of sequins with it on this paper, and it worked. So it should work with these. It should work here as well. The art glitter glue can work with most surfaces. I haven't really had a problem with it adhering to what I've used it on. Sometimes I'll use glossy accents, but for the most part I use art glitter glue on everything, and I haven't had a problem, except for my rosettes where I had to pull out the hot glue gun. But they work. The hot glue gun works perfectly for rosettes, so it'll probably work on most any project. But being that I'm not always sitting at a desk, I tend to use my art glitter glue. Okay, so now I have attached the sentiment to the card front using a paper clip, and I believe I'm going to use my ATG gun to adhere. Yeah, I'm adding a little more glue to the bottom, to their feet. Make sure they stick. And I'm going to use my ATG gun to attach this card front to the card base. I know on a couple of the other ones I actually used the double-sided adhesive paper tape on them, but either one works just as well, whatever you have handy. So I basically used whatever I have in arm's reach. Oh, this is what I did before I attached it, which I did this a little backwards. I added some more sequin embellishments, and I should have waited and added those after I'd adhered the front, because now I'm gonna have to wait for them to dry before I can move forward. So I'm just going to speed this up, and so we can get through this. Now we're ready to adhere the front to the card base. I was mistaken. I didn't use the ATG with this card. I actually used the double-sided paper tape, which I'm applying to the back of the card front, right over the paper clip, because the back of the paper clip is actually going to be adhered to the back of the card, or the card front. Gotta make sure we get it down good. I'm going to use my bone folder to actually get a good seal on the paper tape, because you know, if paper tape it's double-sided and you try to pull off the backing paper, and if it isn't adhered well, the whole thing will come up. So that's a little trick with that. I'm going to use my pokey tool to lift the paper off. This is 1/2 inch paper tape. Okay, and there's the actual card base. That I use. So we're all finished except for putting glossy accents on the altar paper clips, but I will do that off camera. And now it looks like we're ready. Oh, I'm actually now adding some zazz to the sequins, which is glitter glue, and I added little flowers at the base of the sentiment, or micro flowers to the base of the sentiment, and now we're done. This is card number 2. card number 2. This is the inside. On this folder card, I actually rounded the corners of the folder, and now I'm rounding the corners of the inside base cardstock. I use the same sentiment for the inside, which I printed out from kindergartenchaos.com. And this is where I used my ATG gun to adhere the inside panels to the card base. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and get right through this. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to tap that bell for more crafty goodness from Sandee's Handiwork. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.